Out and About Marathon Town with Mr. Marathon himself, Mike Puto.
Hello everybody. Our Out and About series continues with the beautiful gem of the Florida Keys, the city of Key Colony Beach. Hello everybody, Mike Puto here, and we're out and about Marathon Town, and today we're over at the beautiful city of Key Colony Beach with Commissioner Jeff Vorik. Jeff,
Mike,
nice to have you on board. Jeff is the
thanks for having
Treasurer.
me.
He's the Secretary Treasurer for this beautiful city, and he's been on the City Commission now for 11 years, correct?
Exactly.
And the first question, are you having fun?
Well, I tell you, somebody's got to do it, and I'm happy to do it, and it's just a wonderful town to be involved in, and everybody here pitches in, and it just, the sense of community is just great.
Well, that's excellent, and I know that the they finished up the big project out there on the causeway coming in, where all the power lines are now underground instead of all the wires going helter-skelter over there, and right. I know you played a role in that, and that was a huge accomplishment.
Well, at that time, we were looking at getting a new bridge, and it made sense to bury the lines under the causeway at that time because you knew when you went in there, it was a mess.
Oh yes.
And now it's a visual addition to the city, and people. That's the first thing they noticed when they came back here after that 2 years time it took to do the bridge. They said, "Where did the power lines go?" And we said, "They're underground now."
I think that's great, and it was like I said, it was a huge project working with the co-op. But again, they were able to come together, and both the city and the co-op, and they did a super job.
Right, and that's helping us in another regard. If there's ever a big storm, we have 2 power lines coming into the city now, rather than when we used to have 1.
Right. Okay.
And if the poles went down, it was, the city was in trouble. So.
And plus, you got a mess all over the road and everything else, and now it's easier to follow through, and all we have to do is get any debris off the road, not worry about poles and wires.
Exactly. And I wish we could do it to every street, but the causeway cost us over $1 million, and it would probably cost that for every street.
Right.
So.
Well, and the view coming down the causeway is really great. I mean, that as an entrance to your beautiful city, so it really works out great. On the other hand, how are things with the city? I know we've got a lot of projects that are going on. You did your stormwater. We've got the new Sunset Park at the other end. What else is on the agenda for the city at the present time?
Well, I'll tell you, as you know, through the past 5 or 6 years, the property values have gone from up to 2006 to a peak, and then they went down to where we are right now. And our spending is kept pretty much in level, and our tax has gone inversely of the house value.
Right.
So we don't really have a lot of money to put into capital expenditures. We're working on the stormwater, because that costs, every time you put one of those streets on the new stormwater with about 8 ejection wells, that costs another $600,000.
Whoa.
So the South Florida water management people have been eliminated from the Keys, and they were happy enough to give us a couple $100,000 over the last 2 years, but that's gone. So what we're basically trying to do right now is just maintain the health and services for the whole city on our current budget and not increase taxes.
Well, understood, and that's what makes it such a beautiful place to live. I mean, it's well manicured. We have a nice golf course, and they're doing a lot of effort over there to the grass is green, the rain is raining, and of course they're doing a great job over there. And your police department is exceptional. You have a new police chief now, so
yes.
I think that's great. And again, overall, it appears, which is kind of neat, is that the commission is working together. A lot of times you get commissions that go off in different helter-skelters, but you have a good group here, and
right.
And you're part of, you're one of the 5, so you're 20% of what happens, and I think that's pretty neat.
Well, it takes an individual to really get used to this situation. There's a lot, in the past, there's been a lot of different people come through, and I've seen a little bit of everything, I can guarantee you. And you really just got to kind of set out your own opinions, do what's best for the community, and set aside your own opinions. Sure. And do what is best for the community. And it's tough. It really is tough. And I don't know, it seems to be easier as time goes on. But we look at this city as a special place. And I think that Marathon has worked well with us over the past few years. We got this fire and EMS thing ironed out to where it's a win-win for everybody.
Yes, you've done a great job.
And it just makes for a better community on the whole, because we look at Marathon as our brother and sister.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And I remember when, when my grandfather built the island, and who would have ever thought all those years ago that we would have such a beautiful spot. It's really, the canals are extra wide, more than the other canals in town, and it's totally awesome. You have a beautiful spot here, and you've all done a great job here at the city. The city is beautiful, and the commission is working very well together, and it's nice to see that, and also working with the city of Marathon.
Right.
You got the brotherhood across the street, so to speak, and I think that's really really kind of neat. And like I say, you all are doing a great job here, and we just can't thank you enough for joining us here and getting the message out to the public. And ladies and gentlemen, we have Commissioner Jeff Vorik.
Thanks for having me.
Secretary Treasurer for the city of Key Colony Beach. Until next time.